Hey everybody, welcome to Bura. In this episode, I'm going to be asking the question, should you move to a 4-day work week and should you bike to work? Alright, welcome back. First, make sure you like, subscribe. More subscribers to get the more content we can make. Number one reason why you subscribe to this amazing YouTube channel is to get in the money-making trends before they go mainstream. So should companies move to a 4-day work week? Well, moving to a 4-day work week wouldn't be such a bad idea in the summer. In fact, I do know a lot of companies that do this, let's say between, July and August. If you're not on vacation, you just have a 4-day work week. Because let's be real here, how productive are you on Friday? And this is the one thing you have to ask yourself as an employee or as a business owner. Are you going to get more productivity for working on Friday or not? Now, I personally have a hard time working past 3 o'clock on a Friday. By 3 o'clock, I'm just doing something else, and I'm basically not doing any of my hardcore work. I'm doing something that's a little bit lighter, but a lot of people just simply clock out. Now, I can't think that I would ever work to 5 or 6 on a Friday. I think that's a complete waste of time and productivity. In fact, the best thing to do would probably be to have a half day. In fact, this is kind of what I've been doing lately on Fridays, just because I have to watch the kids on that day. Nevertheless, I think it's not a bad idea to end work at, let's say, 1 or 2 on Friday, and then, well, the employees can either go home or they can all go to the bar and have drinks with each other. Now, this is not necessarily a bad idea. In fact, I think it's probably a good idea. The other thing you do is you can maybe do some activity, play some ultimate frisbee, or do something with your employees if you work at a bigger company. But having a 4-day work week is probably not the best idea. That is 365. Now, we know that there's a lot of companies that have tried things over the years, and for the most part, you do need to probably be there for at least 35 hours. And 35 hours is not necessarily too bad, although I work way more hours than that, but then again, I run my own business. Should the average person be expected to work more than 35 hours? Well, I'm saying between 35 and 40 hours a week is probably enough. Anything less than 35 is probably not going to be that good. However, there are some people that could probably work 20 hours a week and be more productive than people that work 40 or 60 hours a week. And the question is should you pay those people more? So in today's world, if you could do the same job in less time, you should probably get the same amount. And if you are running a company, then you should definitely get and pay those people, because if those people can do work for 20 hours and then maybe go to the beach for the rest of the week, well, as long as they are productive, then you should probably let them do what they want, because you want those people on your team. And maybe a few weeks of the year, you might get them to work a little bit extra, and those people will produce for you. Because remember, when you do make a company and you do hire people, you have to hire the best people possible. So I don't think the 4-day work week is very good unless it's during the summer, and perhaps in December as well might be a good time to have a 4-day work week. But for the most part, I would rather have reduced hours on Friday, maybe ending at noon. The other thing that I was going to talk about in this video is, should you bike to work? Now, I've been biking to work for the last 6 months, and I actually really like it. I bike about 40 kilometers a week, and that's about 120 kilometers per month. And in half a year, I'm going to bike over 700,000 kilometers. And I think this is actually really good, because if you can just simply do a little bit of exercise to get to work, then I think that's a good thing. Now, some people commute way more than I do, and well, that's probably maybe a bit too much strain on your body. Now, one of the things you have to understand is, as you get older, you need to keep moving more and more, because if you don't move, then your joints will not be as good in the future. Now, what I always say to everybody is, imagine that you have 2 versions of yourself. One version keeps active and the other version doesn't. The person who keeps active will be healthier in the long run. And the reason for this is that if your body just does something every day that's normal, then it is good for your body. Believe it or not, as long as you're not doing a lot of it, then you probably won't wear yourself out. In fact, it's exactly the opposite. Your body will get used to what you're doing, and it will probably be good for you in the long run. So should you bike to work? Absolutely. Now, here's the thing about working from home. I started working from home in 2005, and I stopped in 2016, and I'll never work from home again. I might have a studio at home for the average occasion, but that's not anytime soon. So if you do have a co-working space that you need to get to every day, I would highly recommend doing that. Now, some people love working from home if you're kind of a homebody, but I am not that kind of person. I definitely like going out, and biking 40 kilometers a week is exactly the kind of exercise I want. It's not too far away, and it's not too close either. Also, believe it or not, my house and my office are at the same elevation, but there's a huge hill in between, so it's literally uphill both ways. And one of the other things I noticed about commuting to work is that even though the hills were challenging the first few times, after that, it's not too hard. After you plow through those hills, when you first start out, it becomes easier over and over again. And now I bike to work and I'm not even tired. In fact, I'm actually in quite a bit better shape because I started biking to work. And this is the one thing that people miss when they're working from home is they don't get enough exercise. All right, so that concludes this video. I want to know your thoughts down below. And remember, this channel doesn't do Patreon, instead we sell digital products down below. The more we get the content that you buy below, the more content we can make. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.